if there's one book series that I would highly recommend kids read, if I had to pick just one, and for beginner readers, not like super beginner, because we definitely need to know our sight words, it would have to be Little Bear. Absolutely number one read I would recommend. It is filled with some great vocabulary, beautiful life lessons that we all still need to this day. It has been a book series I think all people, all time periods have needed. Just, it's a reminder of the simple things that matter and the way a child thinks. Now, because I want kids to read this book series, and I think there's a lot of people that actually want kids to appreciate it because the cartoon that's online for it is actually really good. Really stays close to character. Very rare for me to say that I actually like the modern interpretation. This is not a modern interpretation in any stretch of it at all. It is actually true to the story. Like Frog and Toad, the cartoon, which was done, I think, in the late 60s or the early 70s, they deviated a little bit from the book series. This is like so close. I love it. So we don't miss these moments of childhood brilliance that come across in Little Bear and his interactions with his friends and the adults in his life. Now, again, because I love it so much, I run a book club for it. But I only have 4 seats. And I only do it once a year, sometimes every other year. Over the 10 years of running book clubs, I've probably done it 5-6 times. So that's not a lot when you add up 4 seats to that. So I got smart. And I know book clubs, the way I do them, are different and sometimes a little complicated. But I thought, well, really, it's not that complicated. You just need to think like me. That would be the complicated part. So to make it super easy, I made a kit. And you can download it, and you can do it with your own group of kids, or just do it in your household. You don't need a group of kids to go through this. So what I have for you is a discussion guide. Not like a teacher discussion guide. I'm a journalist, not a teacher. I just happen to be in education these days, but I bring my journalism and my creativity as an author and writer all to this educational lane that I'm in. So you have the discussion guide, the comprehension kind of type questions, and some opinion questions, as well as some logic and reasoning questions to get you going. And there's enough there that would fill the time if that's all you did. But I also have the trivia bookmarkers for you. So when the kids are reading the book, they can use their bookmarker to mark where the trivia questions are coming from, because that's just easier than a sticky note, and it has lines for them to write on. Now, sticky notes sometimes have lines, but it's got, a cute bear on it that is reminiscent of Little Bear, but not the exact, because I can't create this beautiful artwork myself. I would love to. But besides that, we've got writing a letter to Emily from one of the stories. If you get the box set, that might be in the separate one. I'm not sure. It is 5 books that I have picked from the Little Bear collection. And the 5th book, which is The Kiss, A Kiss, that one is not in chapter style like these are. So it's a little bit different. But back to what I was saying. We have the questions. Then we have the trivia bookmarkers. And then there's the craft project to go with each book. I'm kind of simplified some of the projects to make them easier for adults who are not familiar with crafting, as well as for children who are not familiar with crafting. My projects sometimes might get a little more complex because the kids have learned with me, and so I scale the skills as they go. And they also have me who knows how to translate it to kid, to kid who doesn't craft. Whereas some adults don't craft as much as I do and don't necessarily know that. So I have very simple projects that you can do in 10 minutes, 15 for struggling, 20 for super strugglers. So your project can be completed from 10 to 20 minutes, depending on the ability to use scissors and to fold and to follow directions and to be patient. But really, there's a headband with bear ears, of course, because we have to become Little Bear. And there is a bear with the emotions, and it's a little slider. It's really cute. Yeah. Oh, bear climbing the tree with a string and a pulley. We get a little bit of science in there. So then there's the log, the reading log, where they can track it. And then there's some questions on the reading log for each book. What else do I have? Got it right here. Oh, the fishing. The fishing craft is really cute. Oh, the inspo. So, from bear to bricks, as in Lego bricks. Bringing the book to life with Legos. I've got a whole inspo page of photos of what my students have done in the past. We even build words with the Legos. So it's really cool, really fun, really different. What else do we have in the kit? I think that pretty much covers, oh, vocabulary. Vocabulary, that's important. Because there's a lot of good, it's diverse vocabulary. This is why it's great for kindergarten, first grade, even second graders reading this, because there are some tough words. Pictures, ocean, what else is there? There's decide. That's another one of those really good ones. So there's a really good amount of vocabulary, and I put some tips in there so that way you can work on pronunciation. And that's something that you can give your parents. If they're joining a club that you're going to host, you can share this all with them. You buy this, they buy the books, you meet up, and you play and have fun, and you talk about the book. That's it. It's that simple. So, don't sleep on Little Bear. It is one of the best book series out there for kids and is filled with the lessons that we need to create the patience and the kindness and the thoughtfulness and the thinking things through step by step. All things that are kind of missing right now today for your little ones because they're so used to everything being so fast-paced and nothing seems to come with clear directions. They just expect. And this will show them how to process. It's like executive functioning without the psychologist. No offense. Y'all are good too. We need you, but we don't need to beat the kids over the head with executive function skills when we can teach it through fiction.